Hey, what's happening guys? About Knockout Drag Android in, and as you can possibly see by the box, this is going to be the unboxing and quick hands-on of the new Gionee eLife S5.1. Now this phone is one of the slimmest phones in the world. It is only 5.1mm thin, and well, it was supposed to be the slimmest phone in the world up until recently. A phone with only 4.8mm of thickness or thinness was announced. So this definitely does not remain to be the thinnest phone in the world, but it's the second most thin phone in the world, and we're going to be unboxing it and taking a look at it. Now it is going to be coming to India really soon. In fact, it's almost here and you'll be able to get your hands on it in a couple of days. So before you go ahead and do that, we're going to be unboxing it, checking it out, and of course reviewing it for you guys to tell you whether or not you should even bother. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. Okay, so the packaging is almost identical to the S5.5. We have one of those in the office as well, and we'll do a quick comparison with this later on in a different video. If you look at the back of the box, some basic information, some dimensions over here, 139.8 into 67.5 into 5.15 mm. So it's not exactly 5.1, it's 5.15 mm. The rest of the things are here, of course. The camera is an 8MP along with a 5MP. Android KitKat out of the box, which is fantastic, and you have an octa-core 1.7 GHz. Let's go ahead and quickly cut through going further. The first thing inside the box is the flip case, within which is the white color gold edge S5.1, really fantastic. They've rounded off the edges this time, so it looks nice. I'm going to put it to the side for the time being. I'm going to go further in. The flip case attaches onto the back, so it doesn't add too much bulk, but it'll definitely add some thickness. You get the Gionee wall charger, which is also pretty standard. You get a set of in-ear earphones. So you get two sets of front as well as two sets of rear screen protectors because there's glass on either side. You also get a plastic case if you don't want to put on the flip case. You also get an OTG cable, you get a SIM removal tool, you get a user guide, you get a service center list, which is highly detailed, and then you get a warranty card, which you need to get stamped when you buy this device. That's everything from the box. Let's take a look at the device itself. As you can see, it's 5.15mm ultra slim. You also have DTS sound. The camera is 8MP and 5MP. You also have an ultra wide front lens, so you'll get some nice selfies. You have Corning Gorilla Glass 3 on the front, as well as a 4.8-inch AMOLED display versus the previous gen, which had an LCD display. You get a 1.7 GHz octa-core MediaTek chipset and a 2000 mAh battery, which is pretty decent if you ask me for a device that is this slim. In fact, the iPhone 6 has a much lesser battery at around 1800 something, but the S5.1, it's very slim, and you have this profile on this device, and it has a 2000 mAh battery. So you have a front-facing 5MP 88-degree wide lens. You have a couple of sensors along with the earpiece. You have the 4.8-inch display over here. It is an AMOLED display with a 1280 by 720p resolution. On the bottom are the three touch capacitive buttons. On the bottom of the device is the micro USB charging data syncing port along with the microphone and the 3.5mm headphone jack as well. On the right is the SIM card slot, and there's nothing on the top except some antenna bands you'll see along the bezel. On the left is the volume rocker along with the main power lock and unlock button, and on the back is the main 8MP camera along with a secondary microphone for video capture audio, as well as LED flash, the Gionee logo all within the glass at the back, and of course the speakerphone at the bottom over here. The device, despite being really slim, feels nice in the hand because of the rounded edges. The screen is really nice and vivid. It's got a nice color to it, as well as the fact that it is an AMOLED display, so we see that slight tint of blue that looks nice. Reminds you of those Samsung displays. Thanks to the AMOLED display, you get really nice colors as well. And now that this is already on KitKat, you'll see that the device runs really fast and really responsive on this. So let me quickly go into About Phone, and you'll be able to see that it's running Android 4.4.2 KitKat out of the box, which is great. And hopefully we'll get an update to Lollipop, but there is no promises from the company as of now. So I'll show you the lock screen as well. So this is the lock screen. You can slide right to get into the camera. You can record some audio. You can turn on the torch, and of course you can do the fake call feature, which everyone has really loved. There's nothing on the left because in the Indian version they don't have those features yet. But you get the Charm Cam application as well, preloaded. You get Amigo paper. If I jump into the notification panel, you can see my notifications over here. I can quickly get rid of all of them. My weather continues to stay in there. I go into settings. You have this new sort of quick settings panel as well. So I can empty some of the RAM. So on the inside, you have 1 GB of RAM and it comes with 16 GB of built-in storage. Unfortunately, you do not get expansion on this device, which may be a big bummer for a lot of people. You also get a 2050 mAh battery on the inside, and all of this runs on an octa-core chipset provided by MediaTek. The UI is pretty fast and responsive. If I take a look at the dialer, you will see a very familiar dialer if you looked at any of Gionni's devices. You also get the color and theme applications that allow you to basically switch the theme as well as the kind of color that you have. It allows you to get some wallpapers, etc. And you can also use the Amigo paper application to get more files. You have the gallery, video, as well as the music player applications over here, and you have the Charm camera that allows you to do a bunch of things like add makeup, etc. to your pictures. You get some preloaded applications like WeChat, Kingsoft Office, a bunch of bloatware that I'm not really happy with. But you get TouchPal X as your standard keyboard installed out of the box. If I get into messaging real quick and try and compose a new message over here, you'll see that TouchPal is preloaded over here, and you can quickly do swipe input or whatever else you would like to do. You can also download a bunch of TouchPal themes and install on this in case you want to do that. So multitasking is not the same as it used to be in the previous version of Amigo. Now you have to hold down on the menu button to pull out multitasking as opposed to pressing the home button to pull it out. So you hold down the menu button and then you have the same card style UI that you had earlier. So you can simply swipe up to remove your running applications. And you also have this RAM booster or DU booster, which will improve some of the performance of the device by removing some of the RAM. Let's see if we can quickly jump into YouTube and play a quick video for you guys. And today we're going to be unboxing, taking a look at the new Samsung Galaxy Alpha. Okay, so the speaker is really good. The viewing angles are good as well. The flicker that you see on the screen is actually because of the refresh rate of the screen, and that flicker is not visible to the eye, but only the camera can see it. So you might not see that you will definitely not see it on the phone. So the device seems really nice. It's really slim and exceptionally slim, in fact. And I wonder if this will bend that easily. Seems like it'll break and pop into like bits. So I'm not going to try too hard with this one. Definitely not going to try my luck. Maybe in a later video, if a lot of you request us to try and break this thing, I'll try. But for now, this is the Gionni S5.1. It's exceptionally slim, comes with a bunch of things inside the box. It's going to be announced soon, and hopefully it's priced right. We're expecting a price of under 18,000 rupees in the market. So let's see what it launches at. And this has been Bharat Nagpal, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.